I'm not one to normally talk smack about an ex, but it's Valentine's Day, so. If you go out on a first date with a woman and she's wearing a wedding dress, one of you has an issue. Maybe both of you. So I'm in England, it's about a decade or so ago. I volunteered to help open up the international office of a little software company. Figured, go to London, great time. Now, stuck in the middle of nowhere, in a place that's famous for iron foundry and coal smelting. Wasn't really like the cosmopolitan thing that I was looking for, not a lot of fun times down at the pub. Average age down there was twice my age, so once I found out that my 6-month assignment had been extended to 2 years, I figured I needed to do something to meet someone. Now, this was a decade ago, so there was no Match.com. So what do? Well, there's a little weekly newspaper. You put your little ad in the little newspaper. People call you. They leave you little messages. One of the women who left me a message didn't have an English accent, and I figured out pretty quickly it was because she was American. And I wasn't really, I'm like, you know, I'm not really about gone all the way to England to date a woman from California, so, but it'd be cool, you know, an American friend there in England, complain about the weather, you know, that sort of stuff, commiserate, that'd be fine. So I called Kaylee, and we started talking on the phone, this, that, and the other. I asked her how she wound up in England. She told me the story of how she came over for vacation, fell in love at first sight with an Englishman, long-distance romance, courtship. He proposed, she moved back over, they got married. A year later, they got divorced. Okay, fine, but she's still in the UK. She's an expat, I'm an expat, we're going to bond, it'll be fine. She asked me why I'm there, and I explained, little software company selling space management and merchandising software, also known as software retailers use to figure out how to put toothpaste on their shelves to make the most money. Not the most glamorous thing, not a Microsoft deal at all, or YouTube or any of that stuff. And I'm like, all right, you know, what do you do for a living? And she says, you're going to laugh. And I said, I just told you, you know, space management, toothpaste, all that. What do I got to laugh at? She said, I'm a clairvoyant. I said, thinking I was the smartest guy in the world, so why didn't you just call me? Yeah, that was her reaction. She didn't think it was funny either. We got past that, and we decided that she was going to treat me to this quintessential sort of English experience. I was going to come over to her village, Cleobury Mortimer, the next week. We were going to go to a bell ringing. Every village in England, a couple of churches, across from the church, a pub. You sit in the pub, they practice ringing the bells. You drink, basically. They ring the bell, you drink. They ring the bell, you drink. A lot of fun. Fine, sounds good, we'll do that. Sunday before the Tuesday, she calls me and she says, Patrick, can't make it on Tuesday. I have a reading I forgot about. And I'm thinking, not only aren't you a very good clairvoyant, you can't even figure out what your schedule is. But I'm like, fine, you know, fine, what, I don't care, whatever. Next week. Next week comes and I realize as I'm about to leave work to go to her house, I don't have her phone number, I don't even have her address. I have to go all the way home, because cell phones, I have to go all the way home, find her phone number, give her a call, say, I'm late, I'm on my way. And she said, I have to talk to you first, you might not want to come. I'm like, why? She said, well, I know you're in the country trying to do business. It can be tough if you're involved in a scandal. I said, what kind of scandal? She said, I'm suing the Church of England. And I said, why are you suing the Church of England? And she said, because they wouldn't let me have my wedding in the church. And I'm like, back when you got married years ago? She says, no, when I got married last week. I said, what last week? She said, green card. I said, oh. She said, but newspapers, photographers all around my house, if you come over, they'll take your picture. You'll wind up on the front page of all the papers. I said, I'll be right over. Get your dress on. I'll get my suit on and my dark sunglasses. Come on over. Tool over there. No photographers. No newspapers anywhere in sight. Kaylee in a big fat wedding dress. I find out 4 weeks after that, after seeing Kaylee's picture in the paper, under the headline, American Dial-A-Bride Clairvoyant Kaylee weds for 5th time. She had 4 exes, and I wasn't one of them. Thank you.